everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull up the chat on the computer. Oh my God, why am I sideways? Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, I guess. Let me see if it'll flip. Ooh, why is it locked? No. One second, guys. Sorry, it's being... Okay, I don't know why it's locked. We're just going to leave it like that. Something always happens. Can you guys hear me okay? I couldn't use StreamYard because it wouldn't link with the volume correctly. So, and I don't know why it keeps saying that it's locked on orientation on here. So we got to stream it up and down, guys. Sorry. So how is everybody? Welcome, welcome. Hey, guys. So if you guys missed it, you can't see my face. Let me see. I can see it fine on the computer, babe. So I'm good, guys. Thank you. I hope everybody's doing well. So as I was saying, if you were not on Station Head this morning, I kept getting like a vision or whatever that what do you call, Nicki's got like a collab coming, probably with like MAC, because that's who she's worked with in the past. But I did get makeup and something similar, cosmetics being negotiated to come out along with the album. I know, Kayla, I'm sorry. I don't know why, like, it says the orientation was locked, because I didn't do anything different than I normally do when I go live. So I can't, and I was trying to turn it, and then when I try to turn it on my side, I just show up sideways, so it's stuck. I don't know what the heck is going on. So I'm sorry, guys. But I just thought that was funny that I kept getting that, like, they're in negotiations to release something like a lipstick or whatever to go along with the next album. But yet then all of a sudden, who announces that they have a beauty line coming out? Which I'm like, oh my God, what a money grab. Everybody and their grandma has a beauty line coming out. Where did they say that at, Kayla? Okay, guys. Well, first of all, if she's pushing back the album, it actually has nothing to do with her wanting or not being able to get people that she wants on the album. If it has anything to do with, like, oh, I couldn't get, like, just for example, like, if it was like she was trying to get Eminem and she couldn't get him, it's not because it's like, oh my God, Eminem's like, fuck you, Nicki, I don't want to work with you anymore. It's because it's like, oh, Eminem was recording his own album, so he couldn't give her a verse in time. So don't worry about that, guys. Spirit's saying that any delays or anything like that, you guys, people are automatically going to try to spin it to be something negative, when really maybe it's like, oh, because Papa Bear's teething and Nicki still doesn't have a nanny, so she hasn't been able to be in the studio because she's not sleeping all night long. Like, it's legit things, where it's like, I want to, like, have more time to work on something. Because, you guys, she has a shit ton of stuff that she's doing all at once. Think about that, too. She's got the documentary. She's trying to release an album. She has previously unreleased music that she's got coming out. Plus, she's trying to get her mixtapes on streaming. So there's a lot, that is going on. And plus, like you said, it's like other people have to clear a record or they have to get a sample cleared. And sometimes that stuff just doesn't happen overnight. So, but don't, you guys, just remember, there's some people who did not get the memo that there's not a hate train anymore. So they're always automatically going to take any little thing that has like 1 ounce of truth to it and try to spin it into something so negative and gross. Yeah, Kayla, I'm not worried about it. And like I said, even if it's like, oh, it gets pushed back a month, it has nothing to do with, oh, because Nicki got in a fist fight with somebody in the studio or whatever crap they're going to try to like play it as. It's like, oh, because, Nicki's costumes like weren't ready yet or something, dumb. Right, Blessing, especially since there's somebody who is holding their own album, which is so funny because I'm like, nobody gives a shit about your album, girl, calm down. But because that person is holding their stuff, I mean, I would do the same damn thing, to be honest with you. I would be like, you're waiting for me? Keep waiting. Like, just like wait that shit out and drive her crazy. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I keep seeing like opposite, that she's definitely dropping around October. But you guys, think about this. Did that stop Nicki from releasing Queen because her and Nas couldn't get Tracy Chapman to clear that sample? No. Nicki's not going to hold her whole album back just because Kendrick Lamar couldn't give her a verse or Beyonce didn't clear a song in time. Nicki's not a nobody that it's like she needs that Beyonce record or else nobody's gonna buy her album otherwise because nobody would know her otherwise. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, Nicki can do a whole entire album with no features and we would still stream the hell out of it the same way that we would if she has all the coolest people in the world on it. But you guys, that's the thing too that you just have to realize also is that there's going to be so much rumors and lies and innuendo. People are going to be like, oh, did you hear Nicki's next album's going to be strongly country influenced? Oh, Nicki's going to do a whole trap album. Nicki's going to fly over the Empire State Building on a parachute, a pink parachute, to announce the release. Like, we're going to hear so much crazy shit that's not even going to be true. Kayla, I saw that and I was like, and nobody cares that you're leaving and nobody's going to realize that you're gone or miss you. So just stay away. And that's the thing, you guys. Beyonce and Nicki are friends. And this is what's funny, too, is people saying today that Beyonce wouldn't clear a song because yesterday and the day before that, everybody was claiming that Nicki and Beyonce have a bunch of songs coming out together. So that's why I'm like, how did it go from they have a confirmed collaboration to now all of a sudden Beyonce's like, screw you, I don't want to do a song with you? Like they just go so like crazy with these stories, and it's like you hear one thing, but then you hear also the complete opposite. So that's why we do Pink Friday, to figure out the truth, right? Right, blessing. The whole entire Queen, situation was just so messed up because it was like every single thing that could have gone wrong did. Like between it not going on sale on time, the Spotify trying to teach her a lesson, to them counting certain things in bundles for certain artists, but then not counting it for her. It was crazy. Blessing, I was just gonna say that. I'm like, are you sure she's really like this is the thing. I'm like, didn't you just drop your album and you're not even done dropping the singles off of it? Why would you go on hiatus 3 months after you drop a crappy album nobody cared about anyways? But usually that's when people are out there like spamming us with music videos and performances and everything trying to keep their album trending. So it's like, yeah, you're definitely hiding because nobody does something like that. But also think about this, you guys. Didn't Cardboard Box do the same thing? Release their album and then pops up 6 months pregnant, so that she didn't have to tour and do all the performances and stuff. And I bet you anything, you guys, because if you've watched my other readings that I've done on this, um, when it comes to Cardboard Box, that I said that, because it's always, oh, look, I want to have another baby. Like she always has to mention that. She's trying to time her pregnancy with the release of this album so she can get out of touring again by using pregnancy as an excuse. So I bet you anything the fact that Nicki like she has no idea when Nicki's album's actually coming so that she can release hers so then she can get pregnant. Just like you're messing up my whole life plan. So Monique, that's crazy. I heard that like her views were really, really low and really, really bad. Kayla, what kind of a billionaire? A Kylie Jenner billionaire? Because this is the thing, you guys. Are these people actually really, truly gonna like sit there and be like, here's my financial portfolio and like really prove that they're a billionaire or not? Because I'm sorry, I really still like just find it extremely hard to believe that Kim Kardashian is a billionaire because of Skims panties and brown eyeshadow palettes. So like maybe if you tried to tell me like all the stocks that Kanye gave her made her a billionaire, I would believe that, but not from Skims and her horrible, boring ass makeup. So I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that they wouldn't say that Cardboard Box is a billionaire. However, however, I also would not believe it for a second either. And you guys, they're not even basing it on if these people actually really truly are worth $1 billion. They're estimating and being like, well, we think maybe her company might be worth $500 million. Like that's how they come up with these anyways. So it's like, well, you could probably be guessing completely wrong. Like, how do you know that the company isn't worth $10 million or maybe it's worth $100 billion? Like, how do you know your guess is right? You know what, Blessing? That's so crazy because I saw this picture of her, of Meg, on my what do you call explore page, and it was just a picture of her face. And don't get me wrong, because I've always thought that she's a really pretty girl, but I just got this like psychic flash, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna be the next person that starts messing around with her face and her body and trying to tell us that she just contoured her nose or her cheeks or something. But really, she's getting Botox and nose jobs and crap. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's not hiding because of the Tory case and getting plastic surgery at the same time either. Well, Kayla, we were talking about that on the radio show this morning, that if you see Cardboard Box like keeps trying to release all of these products, and I mean, really, honestly, like, she's right in line with the Kardashian mentality. Like, slap your name on whatever garbage and, like, act like it's something amazing that everybody needs in their life. And so, but remember, like, when she released the dolls and everybody was, like, shitting all over her for it, and she said, I have to make money. So you guys, this is the thing. It's like she has to go buy like some lip glosses that cost 67 cents in China and repackage them and sell them for, $15.99 on Amazon or whatever, so she can pay her bills because she don't make no money off of her music. So well, Blessing, if she doesn't quit drinking, she's just going to gain back whatever weight that she gets rid of with the lipo anyways. Because nothing will make you fatter and more bloated than drinking. Exactly, Bolt. So see, that's why it's like she needs to sell lip gloss and Barbie dolls so that she can pay her team. And but you see, like, what's so funny is Nicki is really one of the last people that truly makes money off of their music. So for Nicki, like, her investments are just like extra. Like, she could just live completely off of her music money and like still live hella freaking good. But she's a rare breed these days that she can even do that, and that's just because she writes her own music, she owns her publishing, she held out and didn't just give in to the first deal that came her way. So Nicki actually gets to like keep money that she makes. Which is sad when you think about that anybody would be out there busting their ass and being the person that's working, but at the end of the day, like, you're not making anything. I mean, it's really sad, you guys. Like, some of these people that are in like these 360 type deals, do you know that there's YouTubers with like 10, 15,000 subscribers who actually make more money off of their content than some of these like rappers that are out here making you think that they like drive Bugattis and live in mansions and everything? It's so crazy. That's how sad it is too, and how predatory that industry really is. She really will be, because I guarantee you, Kayla, none of any of these female rappers, the ones that pop up that everybody's like, oh my God, Nicki needs to collaborate with her, or she's going to end Nicki, or this or that. I guarantee you, not a single one of them has any kind of a good business deal going on and is really going to ever like have the opportunity to make the kind of money that Nicki has been able to make through music. Like, all the new people, if they're in the industry right now, they're gonna have to do what Cardboard Box is doing and find other business avenues outside of the music to try to make some money. Like, use the music to get your name out there and to get people to know who you are and then become some kind of an influencer, basically. No, blessing. Roc Nation's definitely not going to help her. No, you're right, Bolt. I mean, Kanye definitely, um, like the way that Kanye tries to fight for artists' rights and their masters and stuff, it really reminds me a lot of Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson was one of those two who was speaking up and out against the big wigs and wanting everybody to like have the option to be able to have their own masters and things like that. And because of it, that's why he got targeted so much. Nicki is not like Jay Z. Don't worry, Imani. She is not at all like Jay Z. It's just that Nicki will be like, Nicki always says that there's no female rap moguls like a Jay Z. There's plenty of guys. You've got 50 Cent, you've got um Master P, you've got Diddy, you've got Jay Z, but there's no female version of that. So she always says that she wants to be the female Jay Z, as in, I want to be the first female rap mogul who has this empire and is a billionaire, and owns all this stuff. Jessica, this is the thing with Roc Nation. I mean, they didn't do anything with Doja. And then you see as soon as Doja left them, then she started blowing up. And it's like, when you think about it, like, you had an artist like Doja and you didn't do anything with her, like, what the hell? Like, because if they had done something with her, we would have had Doja instead of Cardboard. Cardboard never would have popped off or made it if she was coming up at exactly the same time as Doja, the way that Meg and Doja were sort of, popping off at the same time. So, but don't, I just keep feeling like, as far as like Roc Nation's like energy towards Megan goes, it's kind of just like, like, all right, like, is you're either gonna sink or swim, and if you sink, we'll cut your ass loose. Well, blessing. I mean, this is the thing. As much as like Meg wants to get up on, Beyonce's internet and tell us that Beyonce loves her, at the same time, she also doesn't realize that, her being signed to Roc Nation, it doesn't matter. Beyonce could think that you are the best thing since sliced bread, or she could hate your guts. Beyonce only cares about, are you guys gonna make money and do what you're supposed to do and thrive over here so that we're making money off of you? Because at the end of the day, it's a freaking business. And if they're losing money behind you, they're gonna cut you loose. Sonia, I said I'll do a room tour when I have 5,000 subs, and I'll do a house tour at 10,000. That gives me time to like get comfortable with like being that open because I'm kind of private. that's that's crazy when you think about that, retro. Oh my God, Jessica, right? Beyonce looks and like all of the Grammy stuff, Beyonce just looks like I always feel like Beyonce had the same look on her face standing next to Megan that she had in every picture of her having to interact with Kim Kardashian when Kanye and Kim first got together. Like that whole hey girl, I don't really care for your ass, but we have to be nice in public. Well, you know what, Blessing? The the whole Meg pretending that she's besties with Beyonce just reminds me of Tiffany Haddish all over again. Like being so thirsty and oh my God, Beyonce acknowledged my existence. And then doing way too much and Beyonce having to cut that shit down. And have we ever seen Tiffany Haddish anywhere near Beyonce ever again? So I just, feel like Beyonce is gonna treat her the same way that she did to Tiffany Haddish. Like, girl, you doing way too fucking much, and you need to quit and just never ever hang out with her ever again. Never be in the same place as her ever again. You guys, what if we see videos? Remember that video from Jason Lee at the Roc Nation brunch where Beyonce was like this, trying to act like she didn't see him, oh hey girl, hey, don't move, I'm coming over there, trying not to have to be alone with him or acknowledge him or have to talk to him. We're gonna see videos of Meg at a Roc Nation brunch acting like that and Beyonce being where's Kelly at? Where's Michelle? I gotta talk to anybody else. Get me out of here. Yeah, Jessica, I think that Blessing's right that what do you call when they were fighting, the Asian was trying to make it seem like the city girls were sleeping with Coach P to get, somewhere in their career. Wait, Cardboard said that her next collab is gonna make the Barbs mad. Shane, you're not in timeout because you're able to chat. Just let me just tell you though something before we get started. Do not be in here riling people up to go do negative stuff like hack people or attack anybody or anything like that. Okay, we're trying to really boost up Nicki's next era with love and wrap it up with that because that's what's going to ultimately help her get to the top. And you guys, Cardboard's Bird Gang fans, their whole entire thing that they're doing is that they're trying to they're trying to divide and conquer basically. Oh, if we distract all of you by saying stuff that you don't like about Nicki and you guys are so busy fighting with us on Twitter, then you're not supporting her album by streaming her singles or watching the videos or whatever. So it's we have to really not fall prey to the negativity and just really pour on the support. If you see Bird Gang is trying to circulate any kind of story about Nicki, instead of paying any attention to that and giving it any legs, just start tweeting out positive shit. Oh, look, Tooth is now, 28 million times diamond or whatever, and just completely ignore whatever story the Bird Gang is trying to float that day, because all they want is for cardboard to trend and benefit off of the PR and the publicity, and for us to be so distracted fighting with everybody that we're not actually giving Nicki the support that she needs. And we want her to get the support, okay? So we're trying to do the exact opposite of the Queen rollout and really be focused and double down, you guys. I was going to say, first of all, Rihanna is not suddenly going to go give us this collaboration record with Beyonce that everybody's been waiting their entire lives for, just for Cardboard Box to be on it, too. Like, come on. Rihanna's going to look at it like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the other person on this shit. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, screw you. Like, she ain't doing none of that. Rihanna's gonna go release a nail polish line instead, or come out with toenail separators, Fenty toenail separators, or some other shit, and laugh at Jay-Z, like, even suggesting that. You know what, Blessing? Not every artist on Roc Nation really thrives if you think about it. And so it's not as bad as a Bad Boy situation, but, because obviously their full energy and attention and, star of the show is Beyonce. So they're going to promote her over everything else and be, so incredibly, like, almost like ignoring like their other artists, especially if Beyonce does have something dropping. You think Roc Nation is really going to be all that interested in promoting and supporting any of their artists released around the same time? So honestly, it might be the place that people go to die. Because we see how they've done Riri. So I don't really think it's that big of a deal to get signed by Roc Nation anymore. So, well, Monique, regardless, I'm just saying, Rihanna has not done any music. So you think that she's going to stop being the Avon lady just so that way she can do a song for Cardboard Box so that she can convince her to go sign to the label that she wants to get away from? I mean, come on, like, let's just like have some common sense with that. Rihanna never slept with Jay-Z though. That was some old publicist floated that lie and admitted it. It was some white lady too. And she thought that if she just like, stirred up drama, then everybody would start talking about Rihanna. And when Rihanna found out that that lady was the one that like spread that rumor, she fired her. So, but Rihanna did not sleep with Jay-Z. It's just that some crazy lady said that she did. I don't get that Rihanna did, you guys. I really don't. I think Jay-Z wants to, but I don't get that Rihanna probably ever did. Rihanna really got fucked over in this industry in a lot of ways, you guys, when you really think about it. So it's like, I really don't blame her for like wanting to go be the Avon lady and just kind of leave the music industry behind after all of this, You know what, Retro for? Honestly, Kris Jenner would be a perfect manager for a Cardboard Box. Because Kris Jenner's style of Instagram ads and fake drama for views is right up Cardboard Box's alley. So, yes, guys, go ahead and start dropping your questions. Remember, I will tell you to stop so I can catch up on them. There is only one me. If you want to make sure that you get your question answered, you can super chat. We are going to be donating all of the money going forward to the Nicki Public Funds. That's going to help going towards, streaming and buying her albums and whatnot for her next era. So, and if I've already answered the question before, then I am not going to answer now, because that way we can make sure we're getting more people's questions. Ooh, that's sad, Corinna. I wouldn't be surprised though, because I mean, when you think about it, they talk about how like these old male record executives like went to Rihanna's, island and basically packed her up and moved her to the States, and that she had to stay with them and like do all this stuff. So, I mean, knowing what we know about the industry, and then you hear a story like that, like I can't imagine that it was all just like we had cupcakes under a rainbow and practiced singing until I got my deal. Antoine, Nicki's gonna have a lot of big records on her next album. And you know what Spirit is saying to you guys? There's a song that's almost kind of like, I guess maybe you would consider it like a B-side. Um, for those who are younger and don't know what that is, that's kind of like, that the songs that are not like the lead singles on an album, that she's not going to like expect that people are just going to absolutely love. But I feel like people being like, oh my God, we love this song, and like just bothering her so much that she ends up releasing it as a single. And that's going to end up being as big as like an Anaconda. And it's the one song that she's literally going to be on Twitter. Like, I can't even believe this. I didn't even think you guys were going to like that song. Like, so it's going to be really funny, like how just like we're so like into it. Um, she's okay mentally, Kayla. I just feel her being very focused, and she really, 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 really just wants to make sure that like everything goes to plan and goes off the way that it's supposed to with this next era. Like, she doesn't want to, have stuff happen where things aren't released on time, so she misses, half of the day of sales or whatever. Like, so I just feel like that being kind of something that she's really stressing about and really being nervous about, like those little tech issue kind of things. But she's really, really focused on making sure that everything is like good. Nicki Minaj, yes, I've answered before. Roman will make an appearance on this next album. And Jessica, yes, I've also said before that I do feel like we are going to see Papa Bear in a video coming up. Well, Alejandra, I think that, like I said earlier, Rihanna's gotten so screwed over by this industry that I think that they just sucked all of the passion out of her with all the disappointments, that she's just like, I just can't even summon it up anymore to care. I know, blessing. Nicki really does have like a crazy work ethic and a really good focus. Hey, Janisha. Retro 4, I do feel that, there's gonna be, after like she's done with all the album requirements for this record deal that she's in right now, I do feel her really doing that. I always keep getting her getting into acting, really like taking on like a variety of roles and stuff, but also really starting like a bunch of businesses and investing even more money. And you guys also, just so you know, because everybody keeps talking about her investment in Title paying off. Also, like people were saying, I don't know if it's true or not, that she had also invested in Jay-Z's Ace of Spades brand, and he sold half of that to what do you call LVMH, I think. And so people were saying that she got like a really big check for that too. So Lindy Austin, he was just managing her for like a really super short time, but that was before she had like a record deal. So Nicki Minaj, she showed us her real hair before, and you do know that a lot of the times when we've actually seen Nicki at award shows, when she has long straight hair, that's actually her hair. Like remember that one award show where she was wearing that really pretty blue dress? She was with Meek. I think it was like an MTV Awards. That was Nicki's real hair in that award show. It wasn't a wig. So she has very long, healthy hair. I don't know, Brian, because that's not a psychic question that the spirit guides are going to answer, but she did post something about like she was joking and asking if she should perm her hair or not, like around Thanksgiving time last year. So you can go look at that post. Her hair was pretty long. She said if she straightens it out, it touches her ass. That's entirely dependent on us, Gabby. For, as far as like, are her songs going to remain stable on the charts? That really, like, as Barb's, we really, 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 like, I have to stay consistent, because that's the problem too. Like, we'll all go, like, run and listen to something, like, a whole bunch the first day, and then we just fall off, and then that's where everything falls off too. So we really have to stay consistent ourselves too. But I really do also get that as long as we're doing our part, she's going to be doing good and she will stay on the charts. Yeah, you guys. Well, that's why too it's really important, you guys, and I tell you guys this all the time. Make station head accounts. You can stream music only on there and just have it hooked up to your Spotify or your Apple, but anybody can make a station head account and you can stream it on there and it does count on the streams. And if you like it, then it's counting extra too. So like if say for instance like Jessica's streaming Nicki songs all day long on her station head and then we all go in and like each of the songs, like it's really gonna boost it like so much in the algorithm. So it's gonna be really important that we really focus on utilizing stuff like Station Head. You guys do a bunch of TikToks to promote things and get everybody's attention on lead singles and all of that. So Um, but yeah, Irving did sign a deal for, radio play, and we are going to get radio. It's just that, we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of every available option, and making sure that we're listening to the radio, making sure that we're listening to it on YouTube, wherever we can. You guys are so funny fighting over Irving. Well, that's why retro, that's why I said we just got to make sure that we're utilizing everything that we can. Yes, blessing. And I've been telling you guys, that really has been, I mean, if you guys really, if you don't believe me, go look up the Joe Rogan podcast with Miley Cyrus as the guest. It was right around the time that she was releasing that Midnight Road song. That's when she was doing promotion for it. She said on there that record labels will literally go pay like the Addison Rays and like the top, YouTube, TikTok people to go make up dances, or like I guess like the labels will legit like send a video of somebody at the label to Addison Rae and be like, you need to do this dance to this song and this is how much we're gonna pay you, so that they can take advantage of making that song start trending all over TikTok and getting everybody, to do it and everything. So it's not genuine because it's just like, oh, Addison Rae just loves Moneybagg Yo's music and she had to do a dance to it. It's because Moneybagg Yo's label paid Addison Rae to like make a TikTok to it. Exactly, Barbie Onika. We really need to stop paying attention to her because honestly, you guys, I know it's really hard when we want to, when we don't like somebody, like you want to just like, it's tempting to be like, ooh, like I hope that bitch is like, her life sucks or something, to go like look and see what they're up to and everything. But this is the thing. Sometimes I hate to say it, but it's like we give cardboard more attention than her own like stands do. And so we really have to stop doing that. Oh, Bolt Original. That was also like that was also, what do you call, that was during the time when it was like people were just looking for something, to accuse her of. It was like anything that she said, they were gonna like find some way to like poke a hole in it and be like, look what a mean person she is. She said this. So Barbie Onika, who knows? We will see. Exactly, blessing. It's gonna be really funny when the whole payola system no longer can be used. And then we're seeing like the real streaming numbers and it's like 27 views, and it's like, oh shit, like us normal ass people get more legit, like normal, like genuine interactions than you guys do. So, Kitty T, I don't really think that Kenny's going to be on the next album. I feel like we're definitely going to see him in what do you call, like, the documentary, and we might see him in some more music videos like we did in the Megatron video. But I don't get him actually being on the album. You guys, actually, let me just tell you this, because of the way that people went so hard, like, trying to attack Kenny, you know, to get to Nicki, don't be surprised, you guys, if she's not more strategic and more careful about how she shows him to us going forwards. Because she does feel like bad for him. Like, it's not your fault, you know, that people want to start crap with me, so they're picking at you. You don't deserve that, you know? And so she's just, if she feels like people are just going to keep dragging him, then we're like barely going to see him. Exactly, Bolt Original. If we stop, because a lot of times, you guys, we're the reason why she's trending on Twitter, because we're arguing back and forth with her. So the algorithms, you know, like, cardboard box is trending, and it's just because she's fighting with Barb's again. So it's like, we have to stop doing that, because if we stop fighting with her like that and we stop, like, engaging with her, then she's not going to be trending as much. And then the next thing you know, like, you're never going to see her anywhere. I don't see, like, Nicki making a whole entire song dedicated to her dad, Brian. It's just, she'll, like, write something about him, like, in the liner notes of the album or something like that. But she's not going to, like, really, like, make a whole focus out of anything with her music, as far as her dad's concerned. They always do, Jessica. And you guys, that's why. And do you also see what happened? The whole rumor that was going around was that Cardboard Box couldn't get any artists to, like, want to collaborate with her on World Does. So I honestly feel like a lot of, like, celebrities are, because remember, like, how many celebrities were being forced to or paid to or pushed to support Cardboard and talk about her and big her up and all of that. But now, like, we're seeing that, like, nobody really acknowledges her and stuff. And I feel like we're just gonna see, like, everybody, like, doing the, like, slow back away from her, because it's like, she's about to get in a hate train, and I don't want to be associated with her like that. So it's gonna be like John Legend trying to claim that he was never friends with Kanye in the first place, even though, like, they were, like, all over each other for, like, freaking, like, 5 years, like, in the 2000s, and you couldn't see one without the other. We're gonna see celebs doing that to Cardboard. I never knew her anyway. Yes, Kayla, her album is definitely going to be the best-selling female rapper album. Oh, I love you too, Sonia. Um, Antoine, will we see Nicki in more dresses or more ball gowns in her music videos? I do feel like we're gonna see Nicki dressed differently. Like, I keep feeling like we're gonna get, like, some, like really editorial, like, type photo shoot where Nicki's in, like, power suits. Oh, I love you too, Lauren. Um, you know, and it's like talking about, like, running an empire, the queen of rap, you know, and, like, they actually, like, really give her flowers. And, like, she's gonna be wearing, like, these really beautiful, like, Tom Ford, like, power suits, and look really pretty in it. And it really is such a switch up from anything that we've ever seen her in. So I do feel them playing with her look more going forward. Ooh, a leather suit. We know Beyonce always pulls out like really cool suits like that. Like the one that she was wearing the other day that had all the chains on it, or the one that she wore in the Ape Shit video. Like I keep seeing Nicki in something like that. Like really looking like boss bitch, like power moves, like amazing. You want to see Nicki as a robot or something? Oh my gosh. You know what I want to see? I want to see Nicki and Doja do a really crazy like editorial shoot together. Because you know Doja's been doing some really crazy shoots where she's got some really crazy makeup looks and hairstyles, and she's wearing all these different kinds of outfits that you've never like seen her in before. I want to see Nicki and Doja do that together. Wouldn't that be cool as shit? Especially if that was like the collaboration or the promotion, I mean, for their upcoming collab. Oh, Jessica, I forgot about that. She did warn everybody to be. So I know, Barbie. Did you guys see what Mulatto said about if she collaborated with Nicki, she didn't want it to be like the, song of the summer, typical like twerk anthem, that she really wanted it to be like going bar for bar, toe to toe with each other. That would be really interesting. You know what, you guys? Think about this, you guys. Remember when Monster dropped? Nicki was the new kid on there, and everybody else on there was already pretty much a legend, right? Wouldn't that be so cool if Nicki kind of flipped the script and she was like, did like a Monster 2.0, and like her and Kanye were the legends, and then they just had like, and then because Nicki was the only girl on that song with a bunch of dudes, so Kanye is the only guy on that song, and like it's Nicki and Kanye and like a bunch of the like new girls. That would be dope as shit. Cause I could definitely see like Asian and Lotto like actually like holding it down. No, nobody would ever, 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 ever be able to stand up to Nicki, and nobody would ever be able to stand up to Nicki on Monster. But it would just be like cool to kind of like flip the script for the new generation, to do it that way. Right, Blessing? I mean, Cupcake tried to like bring it back to like battle rap and make things interesting, and the only person who played along was Sukiyana, and nobody cared about her. So, oh my God, Monique, that would be cool. I know, but it's like we do need something different. And honestly, it's the fact that, let's think about this too, you guys. Like a big part of the reason why Nicki got seen by these legends, that she was on Monster with, and why they respected her enough to let her be on Monster with them. Hey Babe was because Nicki was not sitting around talking about getting Birkin bags on her coochie. She was actually out there battle rapping, talking about like, I'll take a bitch down, I'm better than everybody. Like, she really was in there like throwing bars and showing everybody what she was made of, and really like showing everybody like, look, I have talent. Like, put me in, coach, I'm ready. I've got the moves, like. Everybody is really fucking lazy these days. Like, let's not even lie. They just show up and get a piece of paper handed to them and a reference track to listen to, and then go in the booth and read what somebody else wrote them about their coochie. And it's like, that's not the way that people did it. Well, Blessing, let's be honest too. I mean, Meg is going to be like this in the video, stomping around, wearing a Fashion Nova bikini and twerking, talking about I made him eat it and then I made him do this, all aggressive. It's the same shit. It's just so boring. Oh, Kayla, Nicki's definitely coming back with some damn heat. And Spirit said she keeps going back and forth between should she come back with, you know, her really just coming in and killing it with some insane bars, or should she just give us something that's like a super bass that's going to get everybody so pumped up for the era? So she keeps, going back and forth between which way should I take it. Right, Janisha? I want her to come back like full on, like, what if her first single is just like Roman? That would be so dope because that would just be like, look, bitch, look who came back. Roman is here and we are not playing, like that would be amazing to me. Yes, give us the heat. I know. I loved when she dropped Barbie Tings and Chun Li together because it was like, oh my God, we got so fed that day. Like, that was the best. Oh, she definitely will, Antoine. She definitely will. And you guys keep dropping your questions because we've got about 20 more minutes before I got to start wrapping it up because of baby daddy always wants to come start, being a cock blocker. Although, I mean, let's not be mean. My son needs his dad. Oh, yeah, we do, Barbie Onika. You're right. And you know what's so funny? I don't know how I didn't even realize that because when I add songs to Stationhead every day, like duh, because I remember thinking is this the one that's like Lil Wayne's, on it more or whatever, and trying to remember which one was which. So who the hell is Polo G? Like, I literally saw, and I was talking about this on Stationhead. I saw this person that everybody's like, he has a number one. I'm like, I've never heard of this person, and I've never heard this song. So, but I'm like, it's me. I'm slow to everything. I'm not, like the number one. Like, I know who all the newest rap people are. I went on the quest, the comments. Nobody else knew who this person was or had ever heard his song either. So, no. At least not anytime soon. Kayla, yes, Nicki is gonna have some club turn up songs. Um, well, that's cute, Barbie. I just don't get that you guys, not that Nicki's not gonna still collaborate with people going forward, but she's not going to be doing as many collabs because she's got her own albums to promote. Um, and so she will be a lot pickier about not just the artist, but the song itself that she agrees to be on. But she is gonna do a lot more promotion. Antoine, we've answered that before. Well, that's what I'm saying, Kayla. I'm like, I'm so confused. I don't know. Amani, I wish we were getting a visual album from her, but we're not this time. Nicki's Wikipedia is amazing. I'm gonna have to go look at it after this. I don't think I've ever looked at her Wikipedia, to be honest with you. Well, exactly, Blessing. I mean, that's the thing that I've already answered that before, Dance Dream. But that's the thing. It's like, I mean, of course, it's a dream if you can work with Nicki Minaj. Anyways, but especially because she does have such a loyal fan base that we don't look at it like, oh, we're helping, ASAP Ferg get a number one or whatever. We look at it like we're getting Nicki another number one, so they just automatically always benefit from it. Um, Janisha, it's gonna be a mix. I don't really. I feel like actually she will have a few singers on her stuff, but I feel it actually being much more rap as her features on her album. And you guys know that she does have another song lined up with Ariana Grande, but I think it's going to be on Ariana's next album. Equanimity, we've already answered that before. We answered that like multiple times, and we just answered that last week. Oh wait, why are the Asians canceling YG? What happened? I'm like, I must have missed something. Yeah, she's gonna sing on this. Kayla, she'll sing on it. No, she's still releasing it this year. You guys, just I would said this at the beginning of the show. Let's be really careful not to jump to conclusions and not to believe everything that we hear, because people are going to spread all kinds of lies, float all kinds of rumors. Also, you guys, let me tell you something too. Remember how I've told you guys that Irving is like really keeping an eye on her team and trying to make sure that she has the absolute best, most trustworthy people who have her best interest at heart, like around her. Well, I keep feeling like there's some stuff that's going on where maybe like Irving or even Nicki kind of float stuff that's not true, just so that way they can see if it gets out, and then they're like, okay, well, we know we can't trust that bitch because she goes and tells everybody everything because I lied and said I'm pushing my album back, and then all of a sudden somebody's on Twitter saying a source said, and we only told Kathy, so we know she's the leak. So just be careful with all that stuff. Okay. Okay, you guys. I forgot about that. You know what? I stopped paying attention to YG such a long time ago when he was saying and doing his dumb stuff that he was saying. So Yeah, Kayla. I mean, she'll sing like choruses here and there, you know. Like I don't feel like she's gonna drop a pop song that she's singing the whole thing like she's Katy Perry. I think it'll just be more like Ganja Burns where she sings the chorus too, you know, like stuff like that, but she's rapping the whole time. I know. I hope she does too, Blessing, because this is the thing. The way that he acted was so freaking unprofessional. And it's like, you should never act like that, anyways, but especially when you're dealing with stars. Because do we think that, like, if Mariah Carey or Beyonce's hairstylist acted like that on Instagram, that they would still be Mariah Carey or Beyonce's hairstylist anymore? Because they certainly would not fucking. And Nicki needs to stop being so nice and giving people 85,000 chances. See, Jessica, so I keep feeling like some of this weird stuff that we're hearing, it might actually be rumors that Nicki and Herb started themselves, but it's them trying to suss out who's, you know, on the team spreading rumors that they shouldn't. Oh my God. Oh my God. Barbie Onika, you are 100% correct. You guys, I always feel like Jonathan's monkeys are going to rip somebody's face off someday. Them monkeys be jumping from the freaking ceiling and all, like they just are so evil looking to me. Like I do not trust them. They scare the shit out of me. And I just keep getting this vision that someday, you know, Jonathan's gonna be sitting there burning somebody's eyebrows off with the fucking blow dryer right in their face. Because I don't know if you guys see, like Jonathan literally like holds people in like headlocks, and he's got that blow dryer like melting down that swoop. I just feel like he's gonna be on live showing that off, and all of a sudden, here comes a monkey flying on his client's face, clawing it up. And I'm sorry, but if I was paying somebody thousands of dollars to show up and do my hair and they bring a monkey that's jumping around with them and then want to like put me in a headlock and use like a hotel iron, no. I don't know, Blessing. I'm like, listen, let the monkey stay in the jungle where it belongs, okay? Like, stop taking animals out of their natural habitat and then being all surprised when they do their normal monkey stuff. I would not, Barbie Onika. I would not. Oh my god, I can't. DR, DR. That's what I'm saying, Quan's World, because he charges people thousands of dollars for a wig install and style. So that's why I'm like, can you literally imagine sitting down? Like, that's like me going to Barbie Onika's house to get a ponytail done, and I'm paying her $500, and the whole entire time her pit bull is like sitting like right in front of me growling at me or something. I'd be like, what the fuck am I paying for? Like for your animal to make me like think that it's gonna kill me? No, thank you. Right, Blessing, we don't. You know what? And this is the thing. I guarantee you guys, there's probably somebody that like nobody knows, you know, because they're not a Jonathan, a Kellen, a Tay who's all messy on Instagram all the time, that we would all know who they are. That probably does a way better job at wigs and hairstyles, anyways. Can we get Megan McCain's hairstylist from The View? Like, she actually like knows what she's doing with hair. Um, And Megan McCain doesn't deserve to have nice hair. She's annoying. So I'm like, take her away from her and give her to Nicki instead. Um, will Nicki's album have a deluxe? I don't feel like it's only if Irving pushes her to put some more of the unreleased songs that she has on it. But I don't get that there's a plan for that right now because they're also planning on the possibility of having a greatest hits album too. So if we don't end up getting a deluxe version of her upcoming album, then we will end up getting the greatest hits album or the last one like fairly close after. Because I don't feel there being a whole lot of time between her next two albums. Oh, blessing, they will. And it'll be honestly blessing. I feel like the way that Meg's like camp and her friends are gonna get exposed is gonna be like, do you guys remember how like they were on live or whatever and Party was like trying to break the door down and everybody said that everybody was in the bathroom trying to like do drugs or something? It's gonna be something like that. That somebody around her decides to be messy as shit and go live, and we're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff that she did not want anybody to see. But she's gonna be all out of it, so she won't even realize it's going on. It'll be literally like the next day when everybody's like, "Did you see all the rails of coke on her coffee table?" That everybody's like freaking out. I honestly cannot even answer that question, Gabby. You guys, I don't I don't get names, I don't get numbers, I don't get locations. So sometimes some of the questions that you guys answer, it's like I just literally can't answer that. So I can't tell you exactly how many number ones Nicki is gonna have, Gabby. I'm sorry. Um, but we're not talking about Meg anyways, guys, because we have about 6 more minutes to take questions, guys. So Quan's World, I already talked about that like multiple times throughout this live, so just go back to the beginning to watch. Um, like a 90s, like what do you mean by a 90s music video though? Oh, she's definitely getting more number ones, Gabby. I'm just saying, like, I was like, I don't know, like, I can't say 8, 10, whatever, but she's definitely getting more. Not really, Barbionica. We'll get like a little bit here and there in some of the videos or whatever, but I don't really feel her doing a ton of choreography. We've answered that multiple times on this channel, Quan's World, but yes. So, you know what I could see her doing? Do you guys remember how like Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson did the Scream video, or like how Aaliyah's video, More Than a Woman, it looked like it was inside that motorcycle. And then Missy Elliott did a bunch of those kind of futuristic, cool videos during the 90s. I could see her doing something like that. I don't think Kitty needs to steal from Nicki. And I don't get that they have financial problems either way. And Bolt, we've talked about this before too. Kenny is gonna find a way to have his own business and make his own money too. He's gonna actually be really he's gonna do well for himself financially. Yes, she is Tracy. Not this year, Savage. but she will be on some stuff coming up. But we'll see it more when she starts to move away from music and move into acting. Then we're gonna see like Nicki just randomly pop up in a guest starring role in like Law and Order SVU, and she's playing like a prosecutor or something, you know. Then we'll start to get that stuff. But right now, her main focus for the next year and a half, 2 years, is going to be on sort of, I don't know if you would want to call it like wrapping up her music career. Right, Blessing? Scream was iconic. That would be so amazing. Nyla, Kenny does not want to be in the music industry. Yes, Quan's World, they are. I know. I'm excited too, young Hefe. I don't think that Nicki's gonna talk about her side and her experience with certain things, but I don't see Nicki actually being like, you know, Atlantic is the one that was doing this. Like she'll just say, you know, there's labels and executives without like saying like outright like it's so and so who has an office on the third floor of the Atlantic, you know, building or whatever, because, you know, it's just like, why even, like, she doesn't, like, this is the thing, you guys. She wants us to see and understand her life, but she doesn't want to harp and focus too much on the negativity. She wants it to just be a part of the story, but then the rest of the story is how I overcame after that, you know, how I moved on, how I still conquered, how in the middle of them trying to like, you know, drag me and ruin my career, I was still breaking this and that record. So it will be, yeah, we'll see some of the negative stuff, but it's going to be much more highlighting like the more positive stuff. Oh my God, that would be cute, Nyla. I don't think so. I wish. But I still keep getting a documentary dropping more like late June, early July. Yeah, like she'll throw her little digs here and there, Kayla, you know, to tell her side of the story, but she's not gonna exactly Blessing. And trust me, Rolling Stone, New York Times, like Business Insider, they're all gonna do like expose pieces that are going to end up being reported everywhere that will expose all of that kind of stuff. So it's better off for the artists that we like not to be the ones who are playing the bad guy and the messenger and exposing darkness. We want them to be safe. Let somebody else take care of that and let them just like, you know, be safe and keep living. Exactly, Blessing. Exactly. So, you guys, I am going to have to stop taking questions and start wrapping it up because I have got to get the kid together because baby daddy is going to be getting off of work and heading over this way to pick him up. So, remember, guys, we are here every Friday night. So if you didn't get your questions answered this time around, you will definitely have another chance next week. And if you did want to book your own personal private reading with me, all my information is on my website, psychicfellowlove.com. Use coupon code YouTube to get $10 off after this. It's just going to be a new client special, so make sure you take advantage before it is up. So, anyways, guys, make sure you like on your way out. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. So, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on here with me. Yeah, we're going to be on Station Head tomorrow afternoon. Carlene, Erica, Desi, we will all be over there at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. So, we'll be messy about everybody else over there tomorrow. So if you guys had other celebs you wanted to talk about or things that happened during the week, that's where we do that at. So bye guys, love you.